All right, everyone, so taking a look at our dragster parts and how to glue everything together. And see, I just slid everything to small pieces right now. I'm actually gonna start with this back end here for the cartridge container. So to do this here, I got a little cup. Inside my cup, I got a bunch of wood glue. Okay, please use a small cup. You don't need a ton of wood glue. So we don't waste a bunch of it here, and then you want a Q-tip or two. So a Q-tip going on here, and I'm simply just gonna put a little bit of glue inside of this little area right now. So going inside like so, glue goes in there. I don't need a ton of that, and then put it back in there. And then simply I can slide this little piece on right here now, like so. And it should get a nice little secure finish. And then same idea here in the back side of here. So I'm gonna put some glue. I'm just gonna put some glue on these little edges, like so. And like there, here, because that's where it's gonna be attaching to. You don't need a ton of wood glue. Please, again, use a Q-tip. And then this should neatly, hopefully, if you've designed it correctly, this is where you figure out if you designed it correctly, this should slide on like so. And I can rub that in, and that creates a nice secure fitting for that there. And you can see here, I would probably go back and change this design in a future design right there so that lines up. But for right now, I'm okay. Then on the bottom here, same idea here. Not a ton you need to glue on, but I want to put a little bit of glue there, put a little bit of glue here. And then these adapters go on right here. I'm gonna make sure I'm going to the front edge there because I have a little angle like so. If you want to put screws in, you can put little screws in here. But these will attach like so, like there. I'm gonna wait for it to dry a little bit before I put little screws inside there. I do have little tiny wood screws right here. Those should be in the bucket there, and I'll make sure we get some more this next week too. But those go in there. And then last but not least, there's gonna be these adapters. Make sure you're attaching them correctly. So you should have 4 of those. I don't know if I have 4 right now, but we'll find out. So make sure you got 4 of those little dots here, glue. And then double check that that looks correct. I think that one's off there, so I can flip it like this, see if that works. Nope. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if this one works. That one also looks a little bit off. Hopefully I got the right ones. I may not have the right ones here. This one, that one looks like it's correct. There we go. Cool. That goes through there, like so. And then my adapters are actually going to glue on here, and those are on the printer right now, and those are on the printer in the classroom too. Same idea up here. So a little bit of glue. This goes on there. This goes on here. And then double check that this lines up, and this one should line up perfectly with that, like so. And then I'm gonna flip it over to this side. You know, if you use too much glue, things are gonna start falling apart on you. But a little dot of glue there, a little dot of glue there, going in. And then double check that this lines up. That looks good like so. Squeeze that in. Cool. And my axle should go right through up top there. That looks good. And then I think I'm actually missing one piece for my little bucket of parts here. So I'll have to go back to the laser cutter to cut that other side. But you generally get the idea here. That's kind of what it should look like when you're done there. You got the glue on there. And again, if you want to attach some screws here, I'm not going to worry about it right now. They're pretty secure without it. You're also going to make sure that we have a spot for our little tiny fish hooks. So this here, this little spot here in the back is where my fish hook's gonna go. This is gonna allow us to hook that fishing line. And I'm gonna screw this gently. I'm gonna screw it gently in there. You could also probably put it on top of your block here if you wanted to, this block right here. But you just gotta twist it. And you're gonna have one in the front and one in the back, and that's why I created this little flat area back here for this here. So just takes a little bit of twisting to get it in. I don't want to break it while I'm trying to do this either, so the balsa is rather thin. If we need to get a drill out, we can get a little drill out in the classroom, and you can pre-drill some things too. But this, there we go. Now it's going in. And again, I didn't want to break it, so I didn't put a ton of force in it, but this is my little fish hook. That's going to go on right there. Cool. And then you can see here in the back side, this is where my canister is going to fit right there, nice and neatly. All right, that's the end of this video.